Hello from the Crystal Coast. This is Pastor Kevin, and it's Thursday, March the 26th. I want to share a passage with you today from the book of Job. In fact, the end of Job's story, where Job says to God, I know that you can do all things, and that no purpose of yours can be thwarted. Who is this that hides counsel without knowledge? Therefore I have uttered what I did not understand, things too wonderful for me, which I did not know. Hear, and I will speak. I will question you, and you make it known to me. I had heard of you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eyes sees you. Therefore I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes. And just a couple of observations from this passage for us today. The first is this, that God can do all things. He can do all things. He is all powerful and He is in control. He is still in control in these crazy days. The second observation is that God has a purpose for what's happening in the world today and in our lives today. And nothing in this world can keep those purposes from being fulfilled. A third observation is this. Sometimes we make statements about things when we really don't know what we're talking about. It's easy for us to just to open our mouths and begin to share things. And the reality is we're talking about things we don't fully understand because we only have a small point of view. And then the final observation is this. Let's ask God, like Job did, to reveal more of himself to us so that we might see ourselves clearly. And as a result of that, we come to know God better. We come to see ourselves more clearly. We'll humble ourselves before Him. And that's certainly a good position for us to be in these days. I want to invite you to join me today in praying about a couple of things. I had the opportunity to help pack our backpack friends' bags this morning, nearly 800 bags today. And would you join me and pray that this vital ministry is able to get their food deliveries in the coming week? If they're not able to get those food deliveries next week, maybe their last week until they can get them. So let's ask God to make that happen. Also, would you join me in praying? We've got a family in our church, the Gainies, Russ and Linda, and their son Mike and his wife Julie and their two kids. They're missionaries, medical missionaries in Kenya, in Tenwek, Kenya. And they made the very difficult decision to fly back to Kenya this past Friday. They were able to get there. They were the last flight in that was able to self-quarantine at home. And so they're there. They're back at their home. Would you pray that they're able to get the supplies that they're going to need during this crazy season? Mike works at the largest hospital in that area of Kenya, and they are currently getting prepared for what is sure to be the spread of the coronavirus in that part of the world. I came across a post about one of our kids, Coleman, recently, and she was leading a Bible study, an online Bible study for her friends. And I just wanted to say, well done, young lady. We are so proud of you and so grateful to God for your heart for others. We're looking forward to our next opportunity to gather for drive-in church this coming Sunday at 10:30. We've got a couple of changes we'll be telling you about over the next couple of days. And in the meantime, thank you again for the many ways that you are loving our community like never before.